Hello everyone and welcome to Wealthy Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about Insurance Explained. How does insurance work? If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. What is the first thing that springs to mind when you hear the term insurance? What is insurance? Exactly. Taking out insurance may help to mitigate risk. Purchasing insurance is a technique for safeguarding yourself against the possibility of financial ruin. If something bad happens to you, your insurance company will pay you or someone else. The basic premise of insurance is that one party, known as the insured, will pay a premium to another party, known as the insurer, in exchange for the insurer's promise to protect them against a predetermined risk. This danger may or may not come to pass. When a large number of people all take the same precautions to lower their exposure to a potential hazard, the probability that the hazard will materialize remains relatively unchanged. Insurance companies earn revenue by determining the amount of capital that must be invested in order to achieve a certain level of profitability from the taking of a particular risk with a given level of probability. After that step is completed, the calculation will have an effect on the monthly premium that every individual who is insured is required to pay. The majority of the time, it's as easy as doing the math. But insurance companies use very complicated models to guarantee that they are covering all of their bases and avoiding any potential complications. It's an issue that we all have to pay for to ensure that we don't end up in enormous debt if anything unfortunate happens to us, such as our house catching fire or our car being involved in an accident. Insurance provides us with the peace of mind that comes with knowing that if anything terrible happens, the cost of restoring it will be paid by someone else. If you pay $350 per month for home insurance and your house burns down after just 6 months, the insurance company will very probably replace your home with one worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This may seem perplexing to someone unfamiliar with insurance coverage, but it is required by law. You would, on the other hand, have merely handed them $2,100 to spend as they liked. I don't see why they'd behave so casually. That is the power of insurance. And if you want to understand more about how it works, keep reading because that is exactly what we will be discussing in the following part. How do insurance firms function? The level of protection provided by different insurance providers varies greatly. Most insurance companies focus on a single kind of coverage. This is because every business needs to develop a sophisticated model in order to earn revenue and profit. If you anticipated 1 out of every 100 houses burning down each year, but it turned out to be 5 out of every 100, you'd quickly run out of money if you insured those homes. You'd very certainly overpay for everyone's insurance and then be held liable for the 4 additional residences. There are several insurance firms, ranging from car to health to life to homeowners, and most people have these basic insurance plans, some of which are legally mandated, such as vehicle insurance. You may be asking why you wouldn't just save your money each month and deposit it into a bank account. Even if nothing goes wrong, you will have much more money. While this is right, you are the one in danger. If you save $350 every month for a year to save on house insurance, you would end up with an additional $4,200. However, if your home burns down next year, you'll have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to repair it. If you feel that is a risk you are willing to accept, you are most likely mistaken. As a result, purchasing insurance is virtually always a wise idea. It transfers all of your risk, anxiety, and financial load to a much bigger corporation that can afford it. When you think of insurance as a way to reward a corporation for taking on your risk, you can see how insurance might be given almost anything. Do you fear that when toasting a cinnamon raisin basil, your toaster may overheat one of the raisins, causing it to explode into a spontaneous plasma and destroy your whole cupboard full of Lucky Charms and baked beans? Although it is fairly specific, it is possible to get insurance for it. Similarly, if you are really attractive and are concerned that if you fall even once, you will shatter your skull, lose your beauty, and become miserable since no one will like you anymore, someone could undoubtedly compensate you for it. This is not far from the reality. Since their public reputation is a source of money, celebrities often insure different parts of their bodies. However, there are a few more jigsaw pieces to be discovered, such as claims and reinsurance. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Claims. Claims submitted to insurance companies are not guaranteed to be paid out in every instance. If you have vehicle insurance and provide the insurance company with evidence of a damaged vehicle, the insurance company will conduct an investigation to determine whether or not you intentionally caused the damage to your vehicle in order to file a claim. If they find out about it, it will be considered insurance fraud, and you run the danger of going to prison for making false claims for compensation. It takes place on a regular basis to a certain extent. People view it as a way to either get out of a vehicle or home payment that they can't afford or get a huge cash windfall when they are in a financial crisis. People see it as a way to get out of a car or house payment when they are in financial trouble. On the other hand, auto insurance companies make use of the most qualified investigators available to make certain that they do not make payments for unjustified reasons. As you can see, insurance is a huge market with a lot of money-making potential if you have the right models, take on the right kinds of risks, and have good investigators to make sure you aren't being scammed. On the other hand, you could save a lot of money if you buy insurance and something bad happens to you. Almost always, insurance creates a situation where everyone involved gets a financial benefit. It makes a lot of money for businesses and makes customers feel better about things that might go wrong. It's an important part of how the insurance business works. Reinsurance. Reinsurance is the process by which an insurance company gets coverage for its own policies. This is not a joke for April 1st. An insurance company realizes that they depend too much on homeowners insurance, which is scary because summer is just around the corner. They could add reinsurance plans to their current insurance policies to protect themselves from big financial losses if a fire caused by global warming or something else destroyed all of their homes. It's important to think about the reinsurance company. If an insurance company covers every car in Florida and the storm destroys them all, the company may have to pay out more money than they have on hand. If they run out of money, they couldn't sell the wrecked car because no one would buy it. Reinsurance is a must-have for insurance companies to be financially stable and make enough money to pay out claims. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye!